and thus setting on fire the house of God. The bishop's Lacy fire brigade had to be called to extinguish the small but fierce blaze. Father had expressed his displeasure by requiring me to make a monthly donation to the Firemen's Fund, which, since it was ultimately his money, was no hardship at all. The tough thing was that I had to deliver each donation in person, which at first was excruciating and made me feel like a worm. But in the end I got to know a lot of firemen and learned the chemistry of quenching blazes. Oh, those days of glory, and oh, to have them back again. These days, my only friends are fungi. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I pretend that I myself am a fungus, creeping silently and unobserved along some slimy moonlit surface, greedily feeding on unsuspecting bits of bark, smacking my fungus lips as only a fungus can smack them. Smack, a nice bit of pine needle. Smack, a taste of bitter willow. Smack, an unexpected splinter of coffin lid with its faint bouquet of formaldehyde. Encouraged, I move on, hoping for something more meaty, and so on and so forth, until I fall into a grey and groggy sleep, which brings us back to St. Tancred's churchyard in the rain. I needed time alone. "Flavia!" Oh, jelly curses! It was Undine, my pestilent little cousin, the bane of Buckshaw. How had she found me? I had tucked my trusty bicycle, Gladys, away in the church porch, both to keep her dry. Gladys loves running in the rain, but hates standing in it, and to keep her from unwelcome eyes. I squatted even more deeply, scrunching my body slowly, as much as I was able, as if doing so would make me smaller, or maybe even invisible. Perhaps the pest would mistake my wet umbrella for part of a black marble tomb. "Flavia!" I held my breath and gritted my teeth. In her mackintosh and waterproof hat, she looked like an apprentice ghoul. But she had spotted me. "What is it, oh precious one?" I finally managed, brushing a raindrop from my eyelid. She was looking at me, mouth agape, as if I had just climbed down from the sky on a golden rope. "Why do you insist on following me everywhere?" I asked. "'Cause I'm your crocodile," she hissed, snapping her jaws and making a ghastly clicking noise with her throat. "Tick-tock, tick-tock." "Kiss my crumpet," I said. "You're nuts," she said. "Do you know that? You're nuts." My gorge, as they say, was rising. I bit my tongue. "I want us, you and I, to take an oath right here and now," I told her, "on the sacred tomb of St. Tancred, so to speak, to be kinder and more gentle with each other. We're both orphans, remember, and orphans ought to stick together. Do you know what I mean?" "Yowza!" she said enthusiastically. "Don't say yowza," I said. "It makes you sound like a ventriloquist's dummy. You're spending too much time with Carl Pendracker." Carl was one of my sister Ophelia's former suitors, an American serviceman from St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Cincinnati, Ohio. Carl's childhood had been, in his own words, seasonally migratory. Although Carl's ardor had been dampened somewhat by Feely's marrying one of his rivals, he nevertheless had taken to hanging round Buckshaw again after the wedding. Perhaps, as my other sister Daffy suggested, in search of smaller game. "Carl is a swell guy," Undine said. "He's teaching me to fart, 'Hail to the Chief.'" "Undine, don't be coarse." "I wanted him to teach me Rule Britannia, but Carl said that's a